And what they found was, we can't find no spirit up nowhere. All we can find is the intelligence and the wisdom and the science that we use. We don't find anyone to challenge us. We've realised we are the top level of supremacy.
The top of top.
The top of top. So if there's nobody beyond that,
The top boy.
man is God. So they didn't come to this realisation by some guess or haphazard.
Yeah.
This was long research.
Yeah, yeah.
This was, you know what I mean?
When you look at it like that, yeah.
Absolutely.
I didn't think that was a live railway, you know.
Huh?
I didn't think that was a live railway.
Wow. It's going to lay down on the track.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, man.
It's like the Igbo. They've got a saying. Obviously, I can't pronounce it in the Igbo language because I don't know it. But they basically say it's like the head of God is in the heavens,
Right.
but his robe touches the ground.
Right.
Basically saying it's like what you were saying just.
Yeah.
You can get to an understanding by studying what's already around you.
Absolutely.
And then slowly climb yourself up.
Yes.
But obviously you've got to start where you're at. With what you can like deal with.
Yeah.
Type
Study
thing.
the scene.
Yeah. But again, it's like you'll never get to it if you see it as separate.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you see God as separate or as a deity
Yep.
apart from you, but that goes against their own teachings anyway, because
Yep.
God's supposed to be omnipotent, isn't he?
Robert.
He's supposed to be everywhere. Everywhere means here. It means here too, doesn't it?
But this is the thing. This is how they break it down. That's how they break it down. So they say, they say listen, right, Christian philosophy is deep, right?
It is deep.
They just haven't finished it off.
It is deep, man. It's deep. It's deep. It's the understanding.
Yeah.
It's the way they understand it.
They just haven't finished it off because they say you've got a father, right?
Mm-hmm.
Again, ineffable in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Then they say you've got the son.
Mm.
You know where they're placed from. But then they say part of God that lives within you is the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. So you have the Father and the Son, that's one. The Holy Ghost is one as well. But that's the spirit man that lives within you. Mm-hmm. This is what I'm getting from spending more time with them.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the philosophy is super deep. But you finish just before qualification. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've got a couple more years at school and you'll get there.
Yeah.
But it is a deep concept to have. You think, right? Your body now, imagine your mind really doesn't sit within your body. It does, but it doesn't. But it's not even centralised there.
No.
It's like you're a tentacle,
Yeah.
like an octopus tentacle. Everything in the tentacle is the whole intelligence of the octopus.
Yeah.
And one of the vessels, like a cup, cup of tea from the pot. Like a cup of divine tea.
Yeah.
And so everything that's in the pot is in you.
This is a philosophy TV, by the way.
You recorded it?
Of course.
What do you mean?
You got to record these jewels and these gems. You know what I mean? This is like the inspiration. When you're coming out here, man, it's like we're talking and then, you know, you stumble. Yeah, we'll go down this way.
Okay.
You stumble across jewels that you didn't even know was there when you just like let it out, let it flow in it.
Well, I could prosecute because I didn't agree to this.
But yeah, carry on.
Lawyer. Yeah.
This is a nice one. But yeah, you were saying.
Yeah. So when you look at it like that, you start to realise you are the God that you're searching for. But for now, you do have to reach out to one that's higher than you. Because he's the master.
Yeah.
You're the student. But what's the aim of the master? To put you in his seat. So everything he knows, when you move out of your own damn way, speed up your progress. And become immortalised and one with the Father. But then you've got to realise as well, you're the devil.
Yeah. Yes.
You're the devil.
Yes, man. That part there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. The polarity.
The polarity.
Is God the devil then? Is God just another name for the higher aspect of that polarity? And devil, the name of the lower aspect of the polarity of the same essence?
To me, absolutely, he allows. But to me, this is more his permissive will side. So he doesn't have to be necessarily devil in functionality. But he can allow that level of energy to express itself and give it time to express itself in order for people, because you've got to understand everything. This is universal understanding. Do you know what I mean? You have knowledge which encompasses everything. You have wisdom, which is application of the knowledge. But then you've got to have understanding. You cannot destroy an enemy if you do not know how to fight it. What do boxers do? They study their opponent's fights. They see what his weaknesses are. They see what his strengths are. How does his strengths affect your weaknesses? How does Satan affect you? Your weaknesses. So what do? They set up a system where every one of your weaknesses is out there. Tap of a button. Your weakness is set. Oh yeah. 1,000 porno channels for you. You into the boys? Got 1,000 of them channels as well. Everything you want, you can get it.
Yeah.
Tap of a button. I mean, food your weakness. Whew. Opening a new bakery soon. Everything you could want. So when you understand exactly what your weaknesses are, and the only way you're going to do that is to have something set up that exploits that. And how does it affect you? It destroys you. Destroys your body. Destroys the mind. Destroys the soul. And then destroys the life. It cuts you off before people are barling up. Oh, someone died at your age. But this is what gave me a joke. This guy, someone was talking about health and stuff.
Yeah.
And this guy must have put on the, must have been on, I think it was Insta or TikTok.
Yeah.
And he goes, look, right, my granddad, no, my uncle, he used to smoke 20 a day. He ate all this greasy food, all these fry-ups and that. And he lived to the age of 43. So, I'm like, 43? Man died as a picnic, what are you talking about? It was like, you must have got sort of wrong, man. You got most on that. You know what I mean? So, kill yourself.
Wow. So do you think, like, say, Do you think that evil then is like a garbage heap? So like say the devil's like a garbage heap of stuff that's already there. But then God is like the intelligence to sort through the garbage heap and build beautiful edifices according to the ideals that he wants to put forth into reality.
Ooh. That's beautiful. What I think is deep is, I think what God does is find material that could be considered otherwise useless. I think he gives it function, form, purpose.
Yeah.
Because you think, right, let's just think of what the devil really does. Let's take the name for instance, is it Satan means opposer? So you think, let's look at negative energy, right? There's two ways you can, well, there's loads of ways you can look at negative energy. Right? It's just the opposite of positive, right? What do people who you call demonic or whatever, they're using the same stuff. It's like the misuse of power.
Yeah.
The misuse of woman, the misuse of food, the misuse of knowledge. So in other words, it's like when you misbehave and they'll say, you're out of order, you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're out of order.
These little things, these little burdens you don't normally scrutinise
Absolutely.
ordinarily, do we?
Absolutely. This is scientific knowledge.
Yeah.
So when a person's misbehaving, anything that falls out of the order and function of what God has determined it to be, you could say is devilish. Because it doesn't produce life.
Yeah.
It ultimately leads to the end of it.
Great, it's just turned seven.
Yeah. Basically leads to the end of it. So it's destructive. And this is why it's considered evil. Because it's like it's malfunctioned. So to me, put it over there, put it down there.
Just go a little bit down there, see what's down there.
Right. So to me, the minute you meet a person that says they found God, a lot of the time, I ain't saying all the time, but a lot of the time they say you find God at the end of your tether.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when people are doing okay, they got all that money, they got gear, they got everything, sort of like, what do I need him for? You know what I mean? As soon as things start to go a little bit out of your control, out of what you deem to be your control, you need someone that can do things beyond yourself, beyond your scope of power.
Yeah.
So you start to reach out. And then when things start to sort themselves out or work out, you say, thank God. So he's the God of order. It's the God of purpose and function. And then once that happens, people start to dedicate their life to him, like, do you know what? My life has improved since God came into it. Because he's a builder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the God of order. They say the devil's the God of chaos. So you've got to understand that's you, because who got you in the mess in the first place? Is it not you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when we ain't aligned with what should be, what's considered order, truth, purpose, just frig up your life, man.
It's interesting what you said there. once you reach the end of your tether,
Yep.
it reminds me of a certain ritual that we do. The tether around your neck,
Yep.
pertaining to your head,
Yep.
you know, controlling your head,
Absolutely.
your thoughts. You're tethered to what?
Hmm.
And you get to the end of it.
Yep.
Having tutus, then after you get to the end, you can't go no further because you're at the end of your tether.
Thank you. Thank you. You've exhausted your knowledge, wisdom, power, money, understanding.
So, is that what that tether represents then? All of the physical aspects of what was keeping you bound to your illusion of self-power.
Yeah. That tether is almost like your free will. Because, not to expose up rituals and things, but you know, as you're going round, you stumble. You bump up yourself. Someone's allowing you to do this. But then, when you start to humble yourself, you start to get corrected. So your steps you take don't go off the path, so to speak. You stop stumbling and bumping because you're being pulled into an order now, a universal order. Which then starts to kick into your instinct and awakens your self-accusing spirit. A part of you, a higher part of your mental functionality that knows these instincts, like an animal. Something don't feel right, you know. And whereas before your instincts may not have been as acute or as sharp, you probably do to listen to that voice, man. I want to do what I'm doing.
Yeah, sit down there for a bit
Yeah. This is lovely.
before I find ourselves in Emmerdale Farm or something. Yeah. You see, this is why I like coming out walking,
Yeah.
having you start to give yourself a lecture. Seriously. You're walking in on your own and it's like, if anyone's behind you, they'd think that you're talking to some invisible man or something.
My man's mad, you know. I'm walking down a madman right now.
Yeah, man, it gets the juices flowing. Yeah, man, it's all about them tethers. Seriously.
It's beautiful.
You hear sounds and stuff when you're out in the country. See, there's a little squirrel. Where is he? There he is. But yeah, it's like that triple darkness that Osho was talking about, Manly P. Hall was talking about. It's basically the construction site.
Yeah.
All your materials are just there in a dump.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So it's like God going through the universe. He bumps into that atom of life.
Yep.
And then he starts to get to work as the architect. And starts to put that, which was always there, into operation.
Absolutely.
And you know how long it took me to try and wrap that around my head when I first came into the teachings?
Yeah. Yep.
Because I was like, how can anything else be there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How can anything else be there? I thought God was like the start of everything and the Alpha and Omega and all this. It's like, what was this other thing that was there? And then that's where, because there's so much to it,
Yeah.
that's where the understanding of the negative, the receiving part, the feminine, that's where the understanding of that now starts to take hold.
Yep.
For me, anyway. And it's like, okay, I'm starting to understand this thing now.
Yeah.
The building blocks were always there.
Yeah.
Already there. Just waiting to be put into action.
Absolutely.
Because if you've got nothing to build with, then what are you going to build?
Exactly.
Because you've got nothing to build with.
How are you going to build yourself?
Exactly. All you like be is an ideal
Yes.
floating around.
Yep.
Just like the electricity before it's...
Yeah.
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 Just like electricity before it heats up the kettle. It's just an idea.
Yep. Would you even know yourself? Do you know what I mean? Keep going, man. You're all right.
It goes somewhere.
Does it?
But it goes way out into wherever it goes. Matlock. But yeah, because I was thinking about it the other day, you know. I was like, okay, you got this masculine principle.
Yeah.
One of the lowest grades that we can handle anyway, electricity.
Yeah.
And it's just there,
Right.
just doing its thing
Yep.
until it gets to its aim and purpose, which is manifested in whatever vehicle it touches.
Yeah.
So like the design of a kettle is to produce heat. So basically that's what God becomes. At that particular moment, it's the kettle becomes the kettle. It is kettle. But that's very same energy, which is formless. It doesn't have no form, no nothing.
Yep.
And that's how it can animate any form.
Yep.
So it goes to another form now, which is a TV.
Yep.
And the way the TV is designed, the ideal of the TV is to show picture. So now, God is the TV. You know what I mean? God is the TV, you know. I mean, if you were to come to me like 30 years ago and say God is the TV,
Yeah, you'd be like, don't listen to my man no more. No matter bring my man come back.
yeah, hey, yeah, about Glenn. Glenn's turned mad, you know.
Glenn thinks the TV's God. Yeah, don't go around there, man.
The TV in the kettle's God, you know. But yo, that's a low form of God, but it's God nonetheless, because it's force and power.
And it's determined by its purpose. There's always a purpose.
Yeah.
There's always a purpose. See, my question is this, right? What is the difference between spirit and electricity?
Okay.
Because when you study electromagnetism, it sets up a force of repulsion, like and like, and a force of attraction, opposites. But it also sets up a force of cohesion and adhesion. Yeah? So does spirit.
Seen.
It does exactly the same thing. It sets up a force of opposites attract, like repel, cohesion and adhesion.
What's the difference between cohesion and adhesion?
Adhesion is bringing, it's like an adhesive.
Right.
It draws something and holds it there. And cohesion means it functions together and works together like that. So it's cohesive.
Seen.
Yeah. So it attracts it, holds it, and gets it to work as a organism almost, like as a cohesive whole. But so does electricity. So what's the difference between spirit and electricity?
Well, when you look at it that way, then there's no difference, is there?
This is what do you get what I mean? It's a bit.
So two is now when you switch the switch to make your tea.
Yeah.
The kettle's being possessed by a spirit.
Absolutely.
When you look at it that way, it's
Absolutely.
just you know,
You're right.
it's just semantics, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's all it is. You have a duppy kitchen.
Because with spirit, it's supposed to be like that kind of, because it's sort of the material everything's made out of, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a universal, all-knowing force, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And electricity, because if if electricity was used, because it's not of itself it's been there, no one can tell you the origin of it, but electricity of itself isn't a sort of knowing consciousness. It's not like a conscious awareness of itself, is it? But spirit is.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
So that's the differentiation.
To me, that's sort of like, it's like electricity is used by spirit.
Seen. So it's like a vehicle within a vehicle.
Yeah, it's like another tool.
Seen. Okay. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Another working tool, would you
Another
say?
working tool. a very gangsterfied working tool.
Right. Okay.
But they are.
I've never looked at it that way.
Do you get what I mean? But they are very, very similar. Because you've got electricity in the brain. But you've also got life force. What do you call it? Vital life force.
Prana.
Prana.
Virak. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got that. So the positive form of vital life force comes from the air you breathe. So
Yeah.
they call spirit breath.
Yeah.
And then the negative form of vital life force comes from the food you eat. So you have the balance. But without that vital life force, you ain't doing poop.
Sorry to cut you there. So the way I'm looking at it now is, I suppose you could say then, electricity in allegorical terms is nepsis.
Ooh.
The subtler form of Isis.
Ooh.
Isis.
Wasn't that the sister, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right.
But she's like the darker form, the subtler form. Isis is the more coarser form, the matter. 2 is the same with Eve.
Yes.
And then what we were talking about earlier, Lilith.
Yeah.
All this symbology of these subtler forces and grades of forces.
That's a little bit deep still.
And how they react with each other. So 2 is now, since you've dug all of that to the surface, since we've been talking about it, and then you go back and read the mythology of Nephthys and Isis and Lilith, that might open up a whole new world to you now. Yeah, man. Carry on.
No, it's deep though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. It's meant to be.
Deep. Yeah, yes, sir.
It's a mystery, like you were saying. It's meant to be studied.
It's deep, man.
Not to be kept as a mystery.
Not to be kept as a mystery.
And the word mystery used as intellectual laziness.
Thank you.
Oh, it's a mystery, we just leave it there, nobody knows.
Yep.
Well, yeah, of course you won't know because you're not studying it. You know what I mean? A mystery to who?
Yeah.
To people who don't study.
Exactly.
Not to the learned, the adepts who studied it and then are trying to teach you.
Yes.
If you just listen. And get your big round head out of the way.
And it takes a lot of humility.
Yes.
Scripture's deep, man, because Scripture says, God kept these things from the wise and the prudent. You know what I mean? And gave it unto babes.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, and it's like, especially when you read the Quran, a lot of people don't go near it, but when you read the Quran, and every time you have a God-centered group of people, they set up temples, what you could class as religion, more like just a divine way of life. It goes off the path. New messenger comes along because it's gone so far. The message ain't no different. The message is the same thing, but it seems so far from what they've been practicing and what they know. That's actually a really cute little thing. That's a cute dog you've got there.
That is definitely a cute dog. It has its drawbacks.
Oh yeah, I bet he's got some. Yeah, there you go.
Where are they going?
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, and when the truth comes, man, and it don't come no different. It
Mm.
comes from a human being just telling you all the madness. Like in the Bible the other day, where I think it was in Isaiah and in Jeremiah,
Mm.
where the Lord's speaking and He's saying, look, all this sacrificing you're doing, all this sacrificing of animals and thing, all this burning up of animals and cutting their flesh and all of that. What good's that to me?
Mm.
How do I benefit from that?
Mm.
You could slaughter the whole field and burn it up and call my name. How does that benefit me? He says, that's not what I'm after. that ain't what I'm after, man. He says, what would benefit me is for you to come to me with a contrite heart.
Easy.
A contrite heart meaning submissive.
Okay.
I'm willing to sacrifice parts of myself. That's what benefits me.
Mm.
Because now I can use you. You know what I mean? Some dead bun of ashes of calf. Thank you for it. But that's not the purpose of me talking to you or this ceremony. That's just symbolic of the fire you've got to put it under. Is the fire of the extreme intense light of supreme wisdom. Which, if you know yourself, will cause you to burn up and destroy it. You know, all these bits.
Yeah. But it's like, now speak on it, man, because
It's just funny to find it in the Bible. Do you know what I mean?
a lot of people, the majority of people don't look at it as deeply as that.
You should burn up your animal self, man.
Exactly. Burn up your lower desires, animal self.
Yes, sir.
That's why in that story of Cain and Abel, the animal sacrifice was accepted,
Yeah.
and the vegetable sacrifice was kicked to the side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like you said, the animal sacrifice symbolizes the lower animal self.
Absolutely.
You were burning it. You were getting rid of it. Like I was saying earlier, man, Christianity is deep.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
It's deep, man. Once you start to unwrap the symbology of it, it's
Yep.
deep, man. It's deep.
Been hijacked, unfortunately, guys.
Yeah, man. Let's walk back up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love Christianity. I've come like full circle.
Yeah.
I had to destroy it and then build it back up again
Yeah. Yeah.
because it was created in a false image.
Yeah. Yeah.
Innit?
Yeah.
I had to shun it. I shunned it, man.
Yep.
When it came into the teachings, I shunned it.
Yep.
I didn't look at it again. I started to cuss it down like you see people doing now. Christianity is this, that and the other. It's the slavery religion that was given to us and all this, which it was, you know. But once you understand the form that it came in, and you dash that away,
Yep.
and then start to get to like the real roots and the original principles of it,
Yep.
it turns back into beauty again.
Yes, it really is the good news gospel.
Yeah. You know, so you could say I'm a Christian now.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But I'm not like a Christian as deemed today Christianity. No, hell no. No. But I am one of them Gnostic Christians.
Thank you.
Gnosis. Yeah.
Thank you.
And you notice back in the day, all them, the chilled out guys, the Cathars, the Albigensians, all the Gnostics and all that.
Yep.
They all got bothered, trying to relax and chill. And the man's like, no, you've got to look at it this way.
Yep.
You've got to look at it with our understanding, because if not, you're a heretic, this, that and the other.
Yep.
I'm going to come and I'm going to bother you up.
Yep.
Same in every religion, the inside and the outside of religion.
Yep.
And it's always the exoteric religion
Yep.
that comes and bothers up the esoteric. Because they don't understand the general.
Yep.
They concentrate on particulars.
Absolutely.
And like we were saying before, if you don't understand the general, you're not going. And you take the particular for the general, then you're always going to see division. Always.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Confrontation, ego gets in. I'm right.
Yep.
You got to see it my way. There's no other way, and all of this. It's like,
Yep.
nah, come on, G man. This is deep.
Yeah.
This is bigger than us.
Yeah. And they think you've got ulterior motives.
Yeah.
I think that what you're trying to do is take away Jesus' power and set up idols.
It's a beautiful little park.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, you're trying to take his power away.
Yeah.
I think when you understand the principles, the power magnifies many times.
Enter.
Once you take it out of the sky, man,
Yep.
and bring it back down to the ground, and then you see all of the scriptures as you,
Thank you. All the characters is you.
all the characters
Every
as you,
single character is you.
all the landscapes,
Yep.
all of the utensils, all the wording,
Yep. The mountains, the names,
everything,
creatures. Everything is in you.
everything.
You are a book. You are scripture. And that's what's crazy.
You're deemed mad when you talk like this to the 85%.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
And a threat when you talk like this to the 10%.
Yes. Yeah, man, the mathematics of the people.
Yep.
The 5%, the 10%, and the 85%
Yep.
of the people on the planet.
After you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
That's gorgeous, man. I love this teaching. I absolutely love it. It's like it literally is like peeling an onion.
Yeah.
It literally is.
Is that a show house or what? Is it real?
Hello.
Right. Is that a real house or a show house?
No, they've restored it.
Restored it.
It used to be at Sardic Canal many years ago, you know.
Yeah.
And it's been derelict until
A couple of years
2 years ago, and they've restored it and they open it up.
Oh.
At weekends and bank holidays, and there's actually somebody who does a bit of painting, there's a bit of artwork upstairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
And,
Restored it all.
yeah. I mean, how long it will stop like that, we don't know.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
It's
but
lovely.
Yeah.
they've done the garden and everything, they've restored it. They've done it all properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seen. Yeah, I was always confused when I came past. I was like, someone living in there or what?
They did live there, actually. I've got old photographs of
Yeah.
people that did live there.
Yeah.
A long while ago. Because the canal used to go up there as well, you see. It
Okay.
It was like a junction.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful place to live, man.
Really nice spot to live.
Jesus.
Can't afford it, you just borrow it like that.
Yeah, nice.
Cheers for that.
Yeah,
Thank
Oh.
you.
anyway, I'm forgetting. Where you going?
I've been here once before, but I didn't get to the top of that slope, that old,
Yeah, you got it.
the old train line thing.
Yeah, you want to.
What's at the top of there anyway? What's at the top?
It's just an empty building. The winding house.
And then you just come back down again.
Well, no, you can carry on to Buxton.
Oh, so it's like a long.
It goes there. We've got a cycle on it on Friday, and if you go, it takes you up to Buxton.
Okay.
On the railway line.
Right.
But if you go up that one and you walk probably half a mile, and then there's another steep one,
Yeah.
and at the top of that there's a cafe.
There's a cafe down here, isn't
Well,
there?
there's a cafe at the bottom here, but I mean, he does bowls of
But
soup, he
still.
does bowls of soup and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got a full day, it's nice.
Okay. So how far away is this Black Rocks?
Black Rock.
Yeah.
Here,
Is that far? Is it?
it's at the top of that hill.
Oh, it's at the top of there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Get to the top.
It's a good walk up.
Good walk.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's about one inch, but you get to the top,
Yeah.
there's an old ruin, an old winding house.
Okay.
There you're probably talking half a mile walking on the flat,
Okay.
and then there's another car park, and that's the Black Rocks car park, but the Black Rocks is looking down on you when
Right.
you're walking along the flat.
Okay.
I would guess from the junction up there, you're talking about a mile.
Okay, it's not that far then. It's not that far.
No.
Yeah.
Young lads will get up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, nice one.
There we go.
Yeah.
Cheers, thank you. So this is like the middle of kind of everywhere, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like a joining there.
So I mean, it's lovely, man. Yeah, it's good to get out, man. That's why I had to start taping,
Yeah.
because I knew the conversation was going to get there. Yeah, philosophy, philosophizing.